If you have trouble gathering food or just want to try something other than a berry farm, then in this video I'm gonna show you some of the easiest farms to make before winter to help keep you from starving. To begin with, the easiest and most common farm to have is a spider farm. The first step is finding a tier 3 spider nest and breaking it. This can be done by killing all the spider first or by simply sending in a distraction while we go in and break the nest. Once we have the nest, we want to relocate it near our base for unlimited monster meat, silk, and spider glands. Now, many varieties of this farm include surrounding it by pigs or bunnymen. However, pigs and spiders will both eat any meat that's dropped, and bunnymen will attack you if you pick up that meat. The downside of this farm is the rarity of having a tier 3 spider nest early game and having to fight every single spider ourselves until we can get enough pigs or bunnymen to automate it. However, instead of using pigs to assist in a farm, we can make our own pig farm. A pig farm can be made with just a hammer and some fences, and all we need to do is find a pig house scattered around the map or even the ones in the pig village and hammer them down. For every 2 pig houses we take down, we can build one for us. Once we have the materials, we can build a small pen and surround it with the houses. The purpose of this farm is not only to have easy access to allies for fight and labor, but also to farm werepigs during a full moon. By placing a food item in the pen a day before, the werepigs will provide 2 big meat and 1 pig skin. However, since we can only collect the full benefits of this farm one night every 20 days, it's better to have other farms too. For this reason, we move on to honey farms. Honey farms are really simple to make, and all we need is a couple wooden planks, a weapon, a bug net, and a field of bees. The first thing we do is run around and catch as many bees as we can. No, not to catch the red ones, and we will need 4 bees for every bee box we want to make, as well as a couple of butterflies. Once we have them, we take out the beehives one at a time or with the help from our pigs and collect the honeycombs to make our own bee boxes, along with butterflies which turn into flowers for the bees to pollinate. The downside to this farm is that bees will not make honey during winter and will be aggressive during spring, so don't make your base around them. But wait, what if our character is a vegan or a vegetarian? Well, for this reason, we have our farm plot, which can be made with a garden digamajig and can grow every crop in the game from potatoes to oranges. Okay, maybe not oranges. The easiest way to grow plants without having to stress about the farming mechanics is simply by planting the same crops close together during their season, tending to them, and keeping weeds out of the plots for every stage of the growth cycles. Of course, things like nutrients and watering them will also affect the different level of crop that you get, but any seed will grow even if we don't tend to it at all. The reason we want to apply these other mechanics is simply to ensure we receive a seed back when we pick them. The only downside to these farms is having to tend to them, but with enough seeds we can avoid this completely and always have food at hand. Finally, the last farm we can make before winter is a kelp farm. To make this farm, all we really need is a boat and an oar. Usually several bull kelp will spawn close to the shore where we can use the boat to push them close to land. Bull kelp will regrow every 3 days after picked, even in winter, making it great to keep a couple at hand. Depending on how soon we find the lunar island, we can also pick up the bleached bull kelp stalks, which can be replanted near the base for easy access. The only downside to this farm is having enough bull kelp close to the base or finding the moon island soon enough to gather up the bleached stalks. Still, this is a great farm for vegetables and crockpot recipes and can also be dried out for an easy snack, restoring 10 sanity. If you enjoyed this video, check out this other one for more tips on surviving or subscribe for more content.